What's going on, socialites? This is Now You Know. Now, child, Kelly Price has a word for Joyslen Savage's mother, Joyslen, after she claimed that Joyslen threatened her following a recent interview where she spoke about her relationship working with R. Kelly and what she thinks of what he's doing now. But before we get into all that, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and make sure that you have your post notifications turned on so you never miss another upload. Now, let's get into Miss Kelly Price, baby, because she was not here for the mess. So as we said recently, Kelly Price hopped on Instagram Live to call out Joyslen Savage's mother, Joyslen, for allegedly sliding in her DMs and threatening her after Kelly did an interview sharing that she believes R. Kelly is right where he needs to be, which is in prison. Now, this is what Kelly had to say while on her Instagram Live directed at Joyslen.
Hey, I'm going to make this really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm going to put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say. Okay? I said what I said, and I can stand behind everything that I said. I was raped as a kid. I was also molested. I would never stand behind someone who is doing the same thing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I had to say about R. Kelly. He's in jail right now. I also said that I believe that that's where he belongs because where there's smoke, there's fire. But please, Miss Savage, you threatened me and you told me I should tread lightly. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have nothing to do with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I will never stand in the corner of a rapist. I will never stand in the corner of somebody who is violent towards women or children. But it sounds like a hit dog is hollering right now. Be very careful. Don't start something that you can't finish. Because I don't play that. You told me to tread lightly. I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you said it openly. But if you're not that girl, don't make those kind of threats. Because you might have to show up on it. And I don't think you're ready for that either.
Now, this all sparked following her sit-down interview with Lunel, where she was asked personal questions about her relationship to R. Kelly, which many of you may or may not know, but she had a musical relationship with him, plus a little bit of a personal one, but not in the way that you're expecting. So back in the day, Kelly not only had songs with R. Kelly, but he wrote some of her songs as well. Now, when speaking with Lunel during this interview, Kelly goes on to talk about how she never saw anything while she was working with him. She also shared that her relationship with him, when not professional, was more like a brother and sister relationship.
We very much so had a brother, like to the degree where we're working, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, he'll send somebody out for White Castle, eat 5 White Castle burgers, and then lock the door and pass gas. So I can't, like, it was like that.
Now, of course, being around R. Kelly, things were starting to spread regarding his like of young women and girls, especially his marriage and annulment to Aaliyah, which happened while Kelly was working with him, but she said that she never experienced it personally, especially given the fact that she was cool with R. Kelly's wife and children. However, she did express that had she been exposed to that, she felt that R. Kelly knew she would speak up and say something.
So I was not exposed to a lot of the other shenanigans, and I think that there was a part of him that understood that if I did see any of that I wouldn't be like somebody else and turn my head the other way.
Now, despite her close personal bond with him, she was asked her thoughts about his current situation, being that he's in prison and has been found guilty, which she shared that there's always warning before destruction, which in this situation happened to be from the 2004 acquittal that he received. And fast forward to September 2021, he was later found guilty for similar actions. Now, where Joyslen Savage's mother found a problem with what Kelly was saying during her interview was the fact that Kelly shared that she personally has seen parents with their daughters in matching outfits come to try to meet artists in person and get backstage. However, at no point during her interview did she bring up Joyslen Savage's name, nor did she allude to talking about Joyslen. In fact, she didn't even bring out R. Kelly's name. She just mentioned that she's been on multiple tours and she's seen that behavior with multiple artists.
In a lot of instances, I've seen, and I won't even say with him, I've toured with some of everybody. I've seen the mothers come to the shows in twin outfits with their underage children and trying to get backstage.
Now, after hearing all that, the fact that Joyslen would come for Kelly is quite interesting because if you recall, for the past 4 to 6 years, Joyslen and her husband Timothy, who are again Joyslen Savage's parents, have been trying to get their daughter back from what they're calling R. Kelly's mind control. And since their appearances on Surviving R. Kelly Parts 1 and 2, they've had nothing but negative things to say about R. Kelly and the fact that he's holding their daughter hostage allegedly, and the fact that he needs to go to prison for what he's done. So for her to be coming now for Kelly Price and her personal opinions, which is seemingly aligned aligning with what the Savages have been saying is quite interesting. But socialites, what are your thoughts about all of this? Let us know in the comment section down below. As always, make sure you like us on Facebook, you're following us on Instagram, and you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, because now you know what's trending.